a historic event if people hadn't been brave.
Hello everyone, my name is Hongwen and today I will present to you about April 13, 1975. But just talking about the events of that day, perhaps everyone already knows. Think about how history would have been different if people at that time did not have the courage on this important day. But first, I would like to share with you why I chose this topic. Just last week, I visited Hua Lo prison and I witnessed the pain, challenge, and the bitter emotions that people in the past had to go through. And now, let's go into today's presentation. First, I will tell you about the major events that took place. Then, I will answer a question: how might history have been different if courage were absent on April 13, 1975? And finally, the lesson we can draw from their bravery in securing independence and national unity. 1. Major events that took place. Major events in history was the liberation of the South and the victory of Ho Chi Minh campaign. First, starting on April 16, our troops broke through key defense lines like Phan Giang, Xuân Lộc, and liberate Phnom Penh. And on April 26, the Ho Chi Minh campaign began with their coordinated attacks. And there were 5 targets. Main targets was the general staff of the puppet regime, Tân Sơn Nhất Airport, Independence Palace, Metropolitan Police Directorate, and the Capital Special Zone. And at 10:45 a.m. on April 30, there were tanks 843 and 390 crashed through the gates of Independence Palace, and marking the end of 20 years of divisions and war. And the red flag with yellow star was flying high on the roof of the Independence Palace. 2. How might history have been different if courage were absent on April 30, 1975? First, Vietnam continues to be divided like North and South Korea. Social divisions would grow with many people fleeing their homeland, and the region could remain like. Can I go to the in conclusion? So I think that unification in 1975 was tough but is essential. 3. What lessons can we draw from their bravery in securing independence and national unity? In my opinion, we should study hard to build the country and protect the peaceful environment that our ancestors tried to create. And now, thank you for listening.
What an inspiring performance, right? May I ask teacher Michael James Gottwick to give thought and question to this team?
Hello, yes, thank you for the presentation with such an interesting perspective as well. I had a question I'd like to ask you. So you talked about a very intense situation there. How can we be more brave in these intense situations like this?
I think that can I have some maybe we should can you say it again? Can you repeat it again?
Yes, of course. So you talked about a very intense, stressful situation. How can we be brave in these stressful and intense situations?
I think that because people in the past want to like unification, Vietnam to like in the future will